Today we're in Old San Juan. If you come to Old San Juan, don't try to park here, park far away.
So today is our final full day in San Juan. We're flying home tomorrow from Puerto Rico. It's been a great trip. The beaches have been beautiful. The weather's been better than I had thought, but we've been dodging the rain as well. So our last day, we're gonna go back to Old San Juan here. I think we're gonna start by checking out the Capitol building if they let us in. Seems to be a good place to park. There is a ton of parking around, and a lot of it is for official use only, but there's available parking other places. If you sort of parked here, it's I think like 2 or 3 miles to the other side of Old San Juan, so it's a bit of a walk, but a lot of things to see along the way. We're not going that far. We're only doing like the things we didn't see on our first day here. Really beautiful Capitol building. Well, let's see if we can go see it, or if there's a admission fee, or if they allow you in at all. Then after we check out the Capitol building here, we're gonna go to San Cristobal Castle, which is just over the ridge, right about here. It's a really beautiful Capitol building. Looks like it's made out of marble, maybe. Beautiful stonework, and there's an open door. Maybe we can go in. So we're in. You can go visit the Capitol building, and it even comes with a tour guide. And it is a beautiful building. Wow.
Today there's no session because Mondays and Thursdays usually, but I understand that there won't be session either tomorrow, so because apparently they got something else. So 96 it is 96. It is soon to be 97 in February. It has ever since been a legislature. On the right side, you got green for the House of Representatives. Burgundy is the Senate, because that's the way it is. Now, these murals, obviously, they represent the history of Puerto Rico as well. For example, if you haven't heard of him, that's Christopher Columbus. I mean, who hasn't heard of him, right?
Christopher Columbus.
Fun fact, there are many ships in the background because he actually brought 17 to Puerto Rico. It wasn't 3. This was his second voyage. 14. Fun fact, a blooper, there's not 17, apparently there's more. Apparently the artist wasn't thinking about numbers, but the fact that they were many.
I just need more ships, it's too big.
Exactly. This over here on the right side, that is Juan Ponce Leon, the first Spanish governor of Puerto Rico. And along with the Tainos and the Africans, this is a reminder of who we are, a mix of the 3, African, Taino, and Spaniard. Speaking of the Africans, you have the abolition of slavery on this side, which was March 22nd, 1873. You can even see a plaque underneath.
I saw that,
right
yeah.
here.
Super late, 1873.
Yeah, it was about 8 years after the United States. And on this side, we have the autonomous movement, the one that was seeking independence for Puerto Rico, but from Spain. The man who is raising his hand right there at the center, Luis Muñoz Rivera. Appreciate this design right here.
21 type of marbles here in the Senate, and it's different on the colors. So when it's purple, it's the Senate. This one is green.
Or all green. There's also the columns, the base of the body, and the fuste, in Spanish. Well, that's, I like the sorry. Fuste, yeah. Thank you. But there's also the top part. You can see it's all white. That's the same marble of the story that is being told here in these reliefs. That is Carrara marble. That's pure white marble. The marble that Michelangelo used to create the David statue in Florence. And here, that's a depiction of the political history of Puerto Rico. However, we do have marble from the United States. I mentioned Georgia, but you got some white diamonds in the lobby. That's from Alabama. Those are actually mosaics up there.
Those are mosaics.
Paintings are not actually paintings. They're actually Venetian mosaics.
Yeah,
Very
I could see it on the side pieces,
yeah,
but not.
Matter of fact, if you look at the sky on each mural, you can kind of tell. You know,
Yeah, the little gold.
All of that was put together in 3 years, 1960 to 1962.
1960 to 1962.
And the women that surround the dome, they are muses, so they represent inspiration. But here they also represent the original committees or departments. The lobby.
I have to say, this has to be one of the most beautiful Capitol buildings I've seen anywhere. And how nice and how clean it is. Like,
I met Oroen on
it's unbelievable. Almost all this marble is imported from, some from the States, a lot of it from Europe. The white marble is Carrara marble. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful building. So this is the House of Representatives here. Beautiful chamber. And the House of Representatives has the green color.
It's plaster right here.
Yeah, plaster reliefs, yeah.
And we have, those are different symbols of, for example, abundance.
Uh-huh.
There's richness, obviously the treasure chest. There's transparency.
Water, yeah.
And there's some griffins, or the creatures with the wings.
Yeah.
Their paws on the, that is security or protection. This is for the public. Anyone can come up here and see the session.
The public gallery?
Yep. Seems like it's smaller because we have the center, but still almost inside.
Here's legislation. It's only Mondays and Fridays, but for some reason it's not this Thursday or anything, so here we are. So pretty down here. The shiny stuff over there, it's 23 karat gold.
Nearness to the ocean as the Capitol building from the ocean facing the ocean.
It's the only Capitol building facing the ocean.
We just finished up our tour of the Capitol. We were super lucky because we just happened to walk in on a day where the Capitol is not in session. And so we could see everything. We saw the first floor, the second floor, the third floor, the tour guide.
And tour guide Pedro was very
amazing.
Nice.
Absolutely
he
amazing.
What he's doing, and
he knew everything. He knew everything, about every painting, about every rock in the place. I would suggest, so if you want to visit it, go to their website and book a tour or a time slot, because we just happened to get lucky. If not, I think you can go see it just about any day, but only the first floor. You won't be able to see the second floor or the third floor, or go into the House chamber or the Senate. So we finally made it to Castillo San Cristóbal. I'm not saying that right. It's $10 a person to go in, or your national park pass gets you in, or you can buy I think a San Juan National Historic Site pass for $35. So whatever works best for you. We have national park passes, so that's how we're getting in. Inside the fort, they have a display of some of the cannons that used to be used to defend it. Okay, there's a couple of spots to go inside, but no AC or anything like that. Not even the gift shop had air conditioning. Oh yeah.
wood.
Yeah.
It's just the wood and they put something on top. Oh my god.
The barracks.
But they could go up on the stairs there. And where it goes, we can go up here too.
The old history of Puerto Rico from 1595, 1790s. There's a lot of information in these places as always.
This fortification, the Castillo de las Palmas, was built in 1640 and it's existing since 2009.
They improved it or something?
Mm-hmm.
Renovated?
Very old.
Mm-hmm. It is hot today. We've had really good luck with the weather and having a nice cloud cover, but today it is bright and sunny and about 90 degrees Fahrenheit and like 80% humidity. I'm ready to go back to that cloud cover. So there's a bunch of levels, and I think we're gonna take this up to the top. Beautiful view of the coastline from on top. Once again, more informational boards about why they picked San Juan and why the Spanish built a fort here. I think this is mainly why. This is the natural trade wind and literally takes you right to Puerto Rico when you sail from Spain. And this is the Gulf Stream that takes you right back to Spain.
And Europe is about 4,000 miles to the east.
Yeah. Well, we found a spiral staircase. Let's see where it leads to. When we're done checking out this fort, there's a lot more to see and do here. We didn't walk down that way, which I think there's a lot more of the fort, but it's just too hot out here. This heat is, oof, it's rough. We're gonna go, I don't know, walk around a bit more. I do have to say, I really love San Juan. Rather around sort of Old Town or just outside of it. It's really this cute little city. It's really walkable except for the high heat and humidity. Oof, a little bit of cloud cover sure is nice. Of course, there's a ton of souvenir shops and restaurants and clothing stores, bathing suit shops, jewelry shops, all your tourism favorites here in towards the Old San Juan area and in Old San Juan. You going shopping? The real ice cream from the street vendor, the good stuff. Coconut, passion fruit, and pineapple. Sounds wonderful. So as we walk around, a lot of the bars have happy hour specials, a lot of nights, and they're really good specials. $3 beers, you know, $5 mixed drinks or $6 mixed drinks, which to me is, I mean, I'm from Vegas, so I'm used to some real bullshit prices, but that's a decent price for a drink. A $3 beer, I can do that. Well, one of the most lively areas we found in Old Town. One of the most lively areas we found is right by the cruise ship terminal. Some street vendors out, some buskers out playing music, bunch of restaurants and bars. It's a really nice area here.
In our last night here in San Juan, Puerto Rico, we came on to the beach right in front of the hotel. and they pick up most of the chairs and umbrellas at 5 o'clock, so we decided just to go in the water. So we're gonna enjoy the sunset here, San Juan, Puerto Rico, in our last night.